Most people think success comes from big, dramatic changes, but science says the opposite. Real transformation comes from small, consistent habits that compound over time. In this video, we'll break down the psychology and neuroscience behind atomic habits and how you can build routines that actually stick. Let's start with a simple question. Why do most habits fail? Every year, millions of people set New Year's resolutions, and studies show that nearly 80% of them give up within just 6 weeks. The reason isn't that people are lazy or weak, it's that they rely too heavily on motivation. Motivation feels powerful in the moment, but it's unreliable. Some mornings you wake up ready to take on the world. Other days, the couch looks more inviting than the gym. Behavioral psychology has proven that habits don't survive on motivation alone. Instead, they're formed through a system called the cue, routine, reward loop. Here how it works: a cue triggers your brain to start a behavior. The routine is the action you take. The reward is the benefit you get from it. For example, feeling stressed could be your cue. Eating junk food might become your routine. And the reward is a quick hit of pleasure. The loop gets reinforced each time you repeat it. Over time, your brain learns to expect the reward whenever the cue appears. That's why habits, good or bad, are so hard to break. Now, the key is to design loops that work in your favor. If you want to exercise more, you need a strong cue, a simple routine, and a rewarding outcome. Without all three, the habit won't stick. This is where the idea of atomic habits comes in. James Clear calls them atomic because they're tiny, but they carry explosive potential. Think about it: one push-up doesn't change your body, but one push-up every day for a year lays the foundation for real transformation. Neuroscience backs this up. Every time you repeat an action, your brain strengthens the pathway of neurons associated with it. This is called synaptic plasticity, or more casually, the rule of neurons that fire together, wire together. The more often you perform the habit, the easier it becomes. Eventually, it runs on autopilot, like brushing your teeth or tying your shoes. So, how do you build atomic habits in real life? Clear offers a framework called the 4 laws of behavior change. The first law is to make it obvious. Your brain is heavily influenced by cues in your environment. If you want to build the habit of drinking more water, don't rely on willpower. Instead, place a water bottle on your desk where you can see it all day. Visual reminders act like triggers that nudge you into action. The second law is to make it attractive. Your brain is wired to seek pleasure and avoid pain. If a habit feels boring, your brain will resist it. That's why pairing a habit with something enjoyable, like only watching your favorite show while exercising on a treadmill, tricks your brain into craving the new routine. Scientists call this temptation bundling, and it works because it reshapes the reward system in your mind. The third law is to make it easy. The harder a habit feels, the less likely you'll stick with it. Imagine you want to play guitar every day. If your guitar is packed away in a case under your bed, you probably won't touch it. But if it's sitting on a stand in the middle of your living room, the friction disappears. Tiny adjustments like this dramatically increase your chances of success. The fourth law is to make it satisfying. Our brains are reward-driven machines. If the habit feels good, you'll want to repeat it. This is why tracking your progress, whether through a habit tracker app, a simple notebook, or even a calendar where you cross off days, is so powerful. Each checkmark becomes a little hit of dopamine, reinforcing the loop and making the behavior stick. But here's something deeper that many people overlook. The most powerful habits aren't about what you do, they're about who you become. Let me explain. Imagine 2 people trying to quit smoking. The first person says, "I'm trying to quit." The second person says, "I don't smoke." The first is focused on the action. The second has shifted their identity. Identity-based habits are the strongest because every action you take is like casting a vote for the type of person you believe yourself to be. Want to be healthier? Don't just say, "I want to run." Start telling yourself, "I'm a runner." Want to be more productive? Don't just force yourself to write. Identify as a writer. The more you repeat the habit, the more evidence you collect that the identity is true, and once your identity changes, your habits naturally follow. Let's put this all together with a real-world example. Suppose you want to build the habit of reading more. Step 1, make it obvious by leaving a book on your pillow so it's the last thing you see before bed. Step 2, make it attractive by choosing books you're genuinely curious about, not ones you think you're supposed to read. Step 3, make it easy by committing to just 2 pages a night. And step 4, make it satisfying by tracking your progress in a journal or an app. Over time, this small routine becomes part of your identity. You are a reader. The same process can apply to working out, eating better, meditating, journaling, or any habit you want to stick. The key is consistency, not intensity. Small wins compound like interest. Just as money grows through compound interest, your habits grow through compound repetition. 1% better each day may feel invisible in the moment, but after a year, the results are extraordinary. So if you want habits that last, don't aim for massive overnight change. Start small, repeat often, and align your actions with your identity. That's how science says you build atomic habits that truly stick. If you found this helpful, make sure to like the video, subscribe for more self-improvement